If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Looking for space, it's Lyle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams looking for a man. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch, keeps the drive alive.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game just plowing ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Williams will pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Johnson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moulton. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to BYU.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He might want another play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Missouri wants to go fast.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Powers through the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Under fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Lyle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it.
Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Wants to throw on third down. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams looking for a man. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They had to punt last time they had it. highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Moulton. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Williams will pass. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
On the ground, it's Lyle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moulton. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they're tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Power football with the run. Moving past the 25. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Past the 20. Inside the 10.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is